Good evening and welcome everybody to the Prince William Ice Center here in Woodbridge, Virginia. I'm David Stearns, joined alongside Brian Schrems and Philip Prevost and John Baranowski. Full crew in house here for a TAPS charity contest between the Nova Nighthawks and the George Mason University Patriots. Gentlemen, well, this is the way we're going to start our broadcast season with a good cause, with the TAPS organization charity being the beneficiaries of tonight's festivities here in Woodbridge. Welcome to the 2017-2018 broadcast year.
Yeah, it's a nice way for us to kick off. We don't do too many charity events. We're kind of locked into our usual routine, so it's nice getting out, testing our equipment, testing our voices, and all for a good cause, too. I mean, if you want to do something with charity, hockey is one of the best things that you can do. Puts them in the seats, and, best sport on earth.
Yeah, these two teams are not too unfamiliar to our broadcast organization. We've called a few games for Nova, even back in the day when they didn't have a mascot. And this is kind of a new thing for us. They have a mascot. They are called the Nighthawks now, which is, we'll get to some of that history here and some of our fun facts throughout the broadcast about Nova. We'll also have some special guests join us throughout the broadcast from TAPS and Nova. And, of course, George Mason University Patriots. Philip and John, they had the opportunity to call a season for them a couple years ago.
And it was a great season. We had a great time. I loved watching them play, and they did won the Blue Ridge Hockey Conference last couple years. They've done great jobs in their own conference. They've done great jobs within the ACHA, and it's a great organization. If you're interested in playing hockey, I highly recommend joining the George Mason University Patriots.
A great little fact here: Steve Hijack is back on the bench. He stepped down as head coach a couple years back, and he is back as an assistant bench boss. Morgan Meniza is now the head coach. Tony Cordova, a former GMU Patriot as well, along with his twin brother, also played on the team. I don't know if he's going to
They were twins, Tony and Sevi Cordova, and they were wonderful to watch. It was a lot of fun to watch those brothers go back and forth. How many goals they connected on, I couldn't even tell you right now. I probably should have looked that up, dig into my old archive of stats. But great to watch, and it's great to see Tony on the bench now. He was a senior when we called the games, and now he's in charge, as is Keith Fagerquist. He was a goaltender award, the number 13 sweater, and I believe he had a great win against the George Washington University over at the Kettler. We called that game our one road game for George Mason, and it was a great time to see, and he did a great job in net.
Keith Fagerquist, the goalie coach, as John just mentioned there. Yeah, a bunch of familiar names on both sides here, and we'll talk about some of the Potomac Patriots that we had the opportunity to call back in their junior days that are now on these two teams. Of course, a few familiar faces out there. We'll go with the George Mason side to start. Cam Smith and Alex Grose, two standout players from back when we started calling for the Potomac Patriots about 5 years ago. Cam Smith, of course, plenty of junior experience going all over the country, playing up in North Dakota as well. And I'm getting a sign here from Shrems here. We're testing our audio equipment. Yeah, this is our first broadcast of the year, so this we'll be trying all sorts of things out here. But Cam Smith and Alex Grose are your two former Patriots that are over on George Mason. And then we just have one here. I believe just one over on the Nova. Actually, two, I beg your pardon. Two over on Nova. It'd be Zach Shiahama and Spencer Weck, are two former Potomac Patriots over on the Nova Nighthawks.
And who did he say was going to join up with Mason? Former Pat.
Hey, you're the one with the insider information. We'll find out who that third person is. You're saying with Nova, right?
Yeah. No, with Mason, sorry.
Oh, with Mason.
You cut out while we were talking about Mason, so.
Well, I said we had Alex Grose and Cam Smith over there, but yeah, I don't
Grose said there's going to be another guy coming out, too, and former Pat.
Yeah, it must have been a sidebar you guys had. I do not recall that name, but looks like we're going to go right into it here, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's do it up. Take it down to John with the public address.
William Ice Center for this TAPS charity game between the George Mason University Hit and the Nova Nighthawks. And now we're starting out. For George Mason, at left defense, number 4, Jackson Harnois. At right defense, number 6, Andrew Nash. At forward, number 9, Trevor Mack. At forward, number 15, Grose. At forward, number 21, Leitzel. And in goal, number 32, Nick. Assisted by Kurt Kehl, and Steve Hyman. And now for the Nighthawks. And left defense, number 17, Russell. And right defense, number 24, Colin. And forward, number 8, France. And forward, number 12, Colin. And forward, number 15, Andrew Walker. And goal, number 33, Jason Blier. Coaching the Nighthawks is Garrett, assisted by Zagade, Robert Darrell, Sam Archer, and Mike Tarek. Now, please welcome our anthem families for the Stars Medal Band.
Let's play some hockey.
Assistance program for survivors, PAPS, offers compassionate care for all those grieving the loss of a military loved one. Since 1994, PAPS has provided comfort and hope 24/7 through a national peer support network and connected to grief resources, all at no cost to surviving families and loved ones. PAPS has assisted more than 70,000 surviving families, casualty officers, and caregivers. If you are grieving the loss of a fallen service member, or you know someone who could use our support, the PAPS 24/7 National Military Survivor Helpline is always available toll-free with local support resources at 800-959-PAPS. On the ice now, John Wood, the PAPS Chairman of the Board of Directors.
Now we'll wait for the cleanup here, and then we'll roll right into it. But as soon as we get these carpets off the ice following the ceremony, we'll go right into it. I'll take this moment, as always, we thank our servicemen and women around the world protecting us here at home and our freedoms. We thank you. And also to our state, local, and federal law enforcement in blue, putting their lives on the line every day to keep us safe here in the home. I guess we'll start the music as soon as the carpets are off the ice, right?
That's what our plan is. Officially, we can do this now. Ready? Here we go.
Yep, make it official. There it is. Okay, let's go right into our normal broadcast routine, shall we?
You want your starting goal?
We'll start with our starting goaltenders. Traditionally brought to you by MyTech Automotive, mytechautoinc.com for more details.
Yeah, no stats on these guys. I can tell you where they're from. Nick Whalen, George Mason, Patriots. From Melbourne, Florida, making the trip all the way up here, playing some GMU hockey on his opposite. We're going to go with Jason Blier. I don't have any place where he was born.
He's wearing
however,
33.
you know his back. You've heard the name a little bit before this. I believe you guys have called the name at some point here.
Sure.
Maybe John?
We'll go with that. I don't know.
You know what? I just made it up, perhaps.
I think you probably have.
I need attention. It's up to you, Stearns.
Opening face-off. Here we go. We're on our way as it's one back by the Nighthawks. Nighthawks going D to D now with inside their own zone, looking to set up a breakup along the far wing, but it's cut off here. We got a delayed offside against the Patriots, but back over for the Nighthawks along the near wall out through center. Oh, and a little bit of a collision there. Receiving that hit there is Destin France from behind there, but a little miscue here. Now a chance for the Patriots coming in on goal, and he lost control of it the last second. That was Trevor Mack from Ashburn, Virginia. A lot of local guys here on both these rosters, I'm sure. Comes up top to the point with a shot there. Former Potomac Patriot Alex Grose, now a George Mason Patriot. Doing some grad school work. And this one goes into the slot area, blocked up, not on goal. And this one will get us our first stoppage as it goes out into the Nova bench. 19-18 left here in the first, and nothing score here in this TAPS charity game. As I said, we'll be plugging some information as we go along here throughout the broadcast. John gave his read there, as you heard in the opening face-off. A great organization, Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Here as a shot goes just wide of the net there past Blair. I don't know if he got a piece of that one. Goes off over the near corner, trying to push it up towards the front. Spencer Weck. Weck tying up his man down low. Puck along the near boards, over down to the corner again. Patriots controlling the play here. Yeah, it's the captain who I don't actually have on my roster, number 19 for GMU, but
big hit there.
And here's Cam Smith dangling his way into the near circle, controlling the puck here, cushioning it here. Up at the top of the slot, looking, pulls the trigger along the far circle, and a save there by Blair. Clear out attempt foiled as it's kept in by the Patriots. Over to the near half circle, and a shot there. Trying to play a deflection there. Cam Smith will keep it in though. This one bounces past the net. And we're going to have a high stick ruled here against George Mason. And the faceoff will go down the other end of the ice. What do you got for number 19 on George Mason's side, gentlemen? He's their captain. I would like to know who he is.
19, you're sure?
100%. Hey, just
No.
Yeah. Okay. We'll have to get that name. Face-off one back by the Nighthawks. D to D they go. Brett Gauthies putting it up along the far boards. Finds its way over to the near side.
He flat out disagreed with you.
Cameron Helko.
And Circle takes the square.
Who did? Who did? Hodor?
No, his name isn't Who Did.
Hodor? Over to the near corner of the Patriots zone. I haven't seen much of the Nova offense here. Now we'll get a glimpse at it. It comes up top of the point shot. A save made there by Whalen. A point shot coming from Brett Gauthies. Gauthies trying to stop this rush up ahead. It's Harnois with it now. Takes the shot and it goes up into the protective netting, and we'll get a stoppage here with 17:53 to play with no score in here in the first period in this TAPS charity game.
Well, now that Wayland has made a save, how about those pads? Beautiful vintage brown leather. Really fits in with the green and gold. I think it's great. Love it.
We'll catch a glimpse of it when the play's on their side of the ice here, but really nice pads indeed.
We'll see if we can catch it. His backup, Matthew Benjamin, as Star-Spangled pads. Love it.
Star-Spangled Beauties, that is for sure. Far half boards kept in by the Patriots. Now on for Leitzel. Leitzel looking for an option up front. Plenty of Nighthawks there to intercept. So cleared out through center. Picked up by Shawn Ryan. Shawn Ryan with it now. Up through center it goes, but having trouble controlling it is Trevor Mack. He'll have to chase it to his own bench, and if he's sent in, Nighthawks will chase it back into their own end. And a hard check there. Getting the brunt of that one. It's Hasselmeyer. Hasselmeyer getting belted there, but he'll have another chance at it here as he's got the puck in the far corner, almost scooping it towards the front. Intended target there was Calvin Shade. This one will be cleared down the length of the ice. We'll have an icing against the Nighthawks. Referee spotting some of those illegal changes, telling him to get back on the bench.
Well, he's got a big job today because he's by himself right now.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, there's no lineses. He's the only guy.
Yeah. One.
Phil was the first to notice that we didn't have linesmen.
Well, he's got to get a workout. Face-off one by George Mason. Up top it goes to the far point. Teeing this one up, and the stick goes farther. That was Hasselmeyer's stick. And looking for the backdoor slam there. Zagade waiting for it. Oh, and a hard check there. Hey, here comes your 19 right through center. Oh, and a hard check there. Dishing it out there, Cam Smith using the body. Down low it goes, and it'll be picked up by Nick Wayland. Melbourne, Florida native. Teeing it up here for his guys, looking to break it out here. Now one for the captain, number 19. Up for Smith. Smith along the near wing. He lost control of the puck there. It's going to be kept in by 19 for a second, but stolen away and taken the other direction by Jacob Foster. Foster across the line, along the near wing. Stops, looks, takes it behind the goal line. He'll have to go to the other side, plays it over to the far corner. Safely on now for Aldefer. Up top, and that one bounces over the stick of Weck. A chance for the Patriots now. Zagade. Zagade in on goal, drops into the slot for Cam Smith with a shot. Didn't get a full wrap on it. Good defensive effort there by the Nighthawks.
That's a great back check there. I believe it's number 15 who got back and got his man. Cam Smith's a pretty deadly guy the last time we saw him with that puck, so isolate him if you're looking to keep this game close.
This one snagged out of the air by Whalen, and he'll opt for a face-off with 15:49 left here in the first.
Stearns just looking over the names that we've seen through Potomac, and then all of a sudden we see again here tonight. It kind of goes to show you how hockey is kind of a journey, and you just kind of have to let it do its thing and kind of hold on tight while it takes you all around the country sometimes, maybe even all around the world.
Dave, I have an update for you.
Yes, sir.
28 is number 19 is Tyler Dagostino. He is listed as 28 on the score sheet, and that is a correction from the box attendant.
Donkashe.
Finish in.
And now through the slot, and a save made there by Blier. Yeah, we got this one coming all the way down again. No icing.
No. It was Mason's play.
Mason's play it was, and tossing the stick back there. Yeah, nice sportsmanship there by Cameron Heldfeld, helping out his counterpart out in the ace that took a real big spill there, Austin Cox. And now it's back on for Gauthies. Gauthies going D-to-D here, dangerously towards his own bench out in open ice. And and a hit there. Whew, man, oh man. It was Alex DeYoung fighting off one check. Over to the far half boards, Patriots looking to break it out here. On the far side, they go on for Trevor Mack. Mack, 1 against 4. Nice little dangle move there, but he couldn't pull the shot through. Looking for somebody up front, but he gets squeezed off the puck. Over to the near corner now. Trying to move it out are the Nighthawks. We got a couple guys supporting here along the near boards. Finds its way free, and here comes Grose with a shot and a save there by Blier. Right in the armpit, and he'll fall down on it and hold on to it. That is Jason Blier making yet another save.
I think that caught him up high in the mask, actually, and then it had to drop down in front of him. He scrambled to get to that puck as quick as he could after the fact, wanted to stop the play and slow things down for these Nighthawks.
Face-off will be to the right of Blier. The shots are a little one-sided right now. Let's see if Nighthawks can respond as it goes over to the far half boards. Patriots still controlling it inside their offensive zone. Alex Grose backhanding it down low there. Finds one, and it's David Leitzel. Looking up to the point with a shot, and they score! Point shot in, and...
Or not.
Or maybe not. I thought he scored it. Okay. We have a very unenthusiastic referee. He just kind of didn't...
Killing me, Dave.
I thought he scored it down low.
Killing
my
me.
eyes and this black netting. I wish we were on the other side with the monofilament. Otherwise, we would have saw some sticks up. I was going to say, nobody was enthusiastic for that one. You got a goal horn for the away team there?
I got one for both.
You got one for both?
Yeah, it's a charity game.
It's charity, Dave.
I wouldn't have gone with Montreal. Ugh. Oh, and a nice move there. And a hit. And a shot. And then they score. There you go. Trevor Mack making it 1-0.
He lost a stick on that one, too.
He did. So there you have it. Our first goal of the game goes to the George Mason University Patriots. I almost doubled them up on getting a second one, but My eyes were playing tricks on me. I got to go back to the eye doctor.
And it's not Montreal, it's Ottawa, Stearns.
Close enough. They're up there.
No, it's about an hour away.
We'll get Johnny on the public address. On the goal call. Let's see what Camp Smith does, too. Through center. Across the line with a shot there going wide.
Goal! Scored by number 9, Trevor Mack. Assisted by number 15, Alex Grose. And number 21, David Leitzel. That's half for Grose.
What a glove save there by Blier. Oh, what a dandy.
Yeah, goalie's been tested down here, but
Quite a bit, yeah.
quite a glove save there. And he's been quick on the reflexes, too. He took on the one off the mask there not too long ago and recovered pretty well from it.
I don't have the heart to tell you guys it actually hit the armpit, but then again, I also called a goal that was not, so
Yeah, I went off of what you did, pal.
thanks.
You're welcome.
Turnaround shot goes wide. Physical altercations there along the side of the net. Here's Cam Smith with a shot blocked by the defense up front. And stolen away, kept back in there. Point shot coming, but it's gloved down away. So it's going well wide. Cleared out through neutral and up at the red line. Back at his own blue line. Patriots sending it up for Smith. Smith across the line again. Cam Smith tees it up and a bouncer. A bad save there by Blier. Nova's got to spread out a little bit there. They had 4 guys in the top of the slot there. Side of their own zone. They're looking to change it up here. A couple changes are coming. But they have it deep inside the Patriots zone, trying to regain control, but Cam Smith's going to try to sweep it away. And a little side angle shot there. Goes well wide, but kept up over the far half boards. The shot blocked, kept in tight at the blue line. The second effort keeps it in along the near circle. And a battle for it here, and a nice check there. Some good old physical hockey out there right now. Knock, knock. Who's there?
14-4.
Good answer. Through center it goes. The Nighthawks across the line. Gunning away with it there is Lucas Russell. Russell on his knees trying to take the shot towards the net. Here it comes into the slot. Trying to get it on his forehand, but the turnaround shot rolls off his stick. Second attempt there to keep it. Colin Cunningham was one who almost had a full wrap on it. Whalen needs to be tested a little bit more. 13-2 are the shots in favor of George Mason. Coming away with it now. It's Gauthies across the line. Takes the shot. And that one's on the 17th green.
A nice souvenir there for the fans way out in the cheap
Parking
seats.
lot.
Well, you mentioned it once already. The Nova Nighthawks were not always the Nighthawks. The last time we had anything with this, any contact with this program, Nova did not have a mascot. There was no team nickname. And according to the coaching staff, it took a work of the Virginia legislature to change that. In 2014-15, they had a poll. The Nighthawks won, and now they are the Nova Nighthawks. So they were once the Golden Eagles back when they were first founded.
Good
Didn't win on the ballot.
Good info. Along the near side now, up to the blue line and out. And George Mason regrouping back at their own blue line. Through center out for Grose. Nice little move there. Stretch across the line. Ducks away from one check. Still has it. Far circle. Grose looking. Sends it into the slot. He had one, but Trevor Mack trying to kick it over to the corner. He has the lone goal in this contest so far. A little bit of a pileup on 95 right there. Blier making a save. Tied up the shot. He scores. Alex Grose. Oh my God, Becky, look at that goal. It's 2-0 George Mason.
He had a great opportunity there off the pad, scoop it up and over, about 1 foot over the goalie's pad.
Kind of played off the tie-up out in the front there along the far post, using it to his advantage.
We're catching up with Alex Grose before the game. He was looking to play on a line tonight with Cam Smith back when they were Potomac Patriots together. A little bit of chemistry there back then. Good old days of Potomac hockey, but George Mason coach Morgan Meneze has other plans. He wants to spread that talent and that wealth out over 2 lines. So maybe on the power play, but not so much to.
And we lost him. Icing is the call. Hello.
Well, I don't know what to do with my hands.
10:53 left here in the first period. 2-0 George Mason. This TAPS charity game. And we got another tally for George Mason.
Number 19 is the captain.
From Brooklyn. That'll be Tyler Dagostino. We get a 3-0 George Mason. You got a full bench here between the two of them. We're hoping the Nighthawks can regroup here. It looks like Coach Hack is trying to rally the troops. Now the Patriots peeling away again. It'll be tapped up to the blue line, not out, kept in there by the Patriots. Teed up a shot there and right into the breadbasket. Jason Blier, and he holds on for yet another faceoff. So, of course, we're at a TAPS charity game here on the feed, the Cross Ice feed. Consider donating to TAPS. Visit taps.org to learn more. Oh, and a block shot there. Whew, a stinger.
I heard that one all the way over. I'm sure you heard that up here. We heard it down at ice level.
Whew.
A little wincing pain there, but well worth it.
Oh, crushing hit at center. Ouch. Oh, Shawn Ryan cleaning the clock of Brett Gauthies. Over the near side boards, Nighthawks looking for an exit. And it's Ryan again. Man, you got to keep your head up when you're around this guy. He's got some size to him. Well, somebody with a little bit more size than him that tried to peel away with the puck was Jacob Foster, but now it's deep inside Nighthawks territory. As they look to regroup it. Brett Gauthies looking along the near side wing. He's got one, but curling back, it's going to be Colin Cunningham. He's going to get his team some support here as they make some changes, but going to be kept in there by the Patriots for just a moment. Squeaked outside the blue line. Now 3-on-2 developing the other way for the Nighthawks. Across the line, now it's Cunningham. Cunningham looking, taking a shot. Oh, and I thought he was going top cheese there, but it went just a little wide. Over to the far half boards, kept in there, and a shot and stick to side there by Wayland. Wayland steering it over for Harnois, over to the near side for Grose. Outside of the neutral zone, trying to get the home run pass there for David Leitzel that was looking to light it up along the far side. And this one will trickle its way inside of the zone. We're going to have it delayed offside. Nighthawks are offside, but the Patriots will have it. Now it'll be touched up, and we will get the offside whistle with 8:29 left here in the first. It's 3-0 George Mason. On top of the Nova Nighthawks. TAPS offers compassionate care to all those grieving the loss of a loved one who served in our armed forces. Please consider making a donation to support more than 70,000 surviving military families and loved ones. Visit taps.org today and pledge your donation. Neutral zone battle here. It's going to go back to the Nighthawks line. Up through center red. Taking it and dumping it in there is Lucas Russell. Over to the near side corner of the Patriots zone, it's Thomas Dennis. Dennis trying to fight for it there, but he has it pitchforked away and trying to set it up over to the far circle. The opportunity to Luke Collins, and a point shot there taken by Lucas Russell. Goes just a little wide there. May have gotten a piece of it there, or is Wayland, but this one's going to go all the way down. Is it going to be enough for an icing? No, it's going to hit the snow, but yeah, they're still going to rule it.
Meh.
I mean, from this perspective, it hit the snow on the side of the net. It looked like it was just past the goal line.
Well, there's one of him out there, so.
There is one. We should clone him.
We really, I mean, they can come ask us, but. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things. There's a mom dancing. She is sandstorming. She is on this.
Got a Bills blanket out here, Shremsy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Keeping you warm at 1-0.
And here's a chance now for the Patriots to the outside. Oh, man, Cam Smith got wiped out, and Grose puts it home, but it's after the whistle. And now we got some pushing and shoving. Grose being challenged there.
Power play action.
Looks like Get a love tap there from Brett Gauthies. Yeah, it is a power play. Nova Nighthawks going to get caught here. That's the first penalty of the game. Man advantage coming up here for George Mason. Cam Smith looked like he had some wheels going. And he got his legs taken out from underneath him. And Lucas Russell. Face off to the left. Jason Blier.
Hold on. For the penalty?
A chop and a shot there, blocked off the ankle of a Nighthawk player, who is number 18. There's Peter Hasselmeyer, and along the near circle, Mason trying to run the circuit here. Now Cam Smith into the slot, and he drops it back with a point shot coming right in on the logo of Blair, and he holds on. They're cycling the puck quite well. Shots are coming. Blair doing quite a fine job, seeing 16, stopping 13. Phil approving my mathematics.
Well, you hesitated there for a second.
He's
Check
a math
with a
teacher. Yeah.
non-red pen.
I know, I had to go with the Common Core way of doing it. I had to, yeah. Oh, snagged out of the air very nicely there by Blair.
I try to use blue or green ink, not red ink anymore, okay?
Are they cheering for that penalty? Point shot taken. Saved there by Blair. And another shot, they score! Tarek Zagade gets a power play goal. Where's the beef? It's 4-0. Pretty solid control of the puck there in the offensive zone on the man advantage. George Mason displaying that they are pretty well aware of what a power play should do, and they're very efficient. It only took them 39 seconds to get it done. This one hits the
Johnny.
Hits the scorekeeper and goes
Little
out of
souvenir
play.
for us in here, and
Yep. Want to take that penalty off that clock?
Nope.
Up and over. There's the solo referee out there.
I'm sure John deserved it at some point.
I'm sure he did.
I hate you, so very, very much.
Eric Cartman on the public address here in a moment.
George Mason goes to goal! Scored by number 74, and set. Assisted by number 2, Tarek Zagade. And number 9, Trevor Mack. That's Smith with Zagade and Mack. And Sully, a power play goal.
I'd like to thank NEM for the information on Jason Blair from Brunswick, Maine.
we got a Mainer up there.
Yes, we do.
Where's Brunswick?
I think it's all the way at the top.
By Arcadia there?
Quite possibly.
So it's snowing there already, right?
I know more about international geography than I do domestic geography. It's pretty interesting.
I'd like to point out just how different these score sheets are. They ask so much more information. I'm writing out names and not just numbers.
They're not supposed to ask your social security
Social
number.
Security.
Really, I think I have that down here. I put it on my allergies. Like, there's a lot.
Blood type.
God, there's some HIPAA violations going on here.
There really is.
We have a stoppage play here and an icing against Nova.
That's where my Xbox Live tag. I don't know if that's right.
Oh, boy. Well, we certainly like to have fun here on the feed, Cross Ice Feed. We're back in action here for the Potomac Patriots next weekend. Check us out on Hockey TV. We're going to be broadcasting the junior hockey season for, what, a 5th year in a row here, Tremsy?
Yeah, no, we're 6 or... Well, I mean, we're pushing
It
the decade
started
here,
many
too.
moons ago.
I kid you about Brunswick. It's actually just northeast of Portland. So
I was going to say, there's not much up in...
Yeah,
It's pretty desolate up there.
It's a big state, but a lot of it is wilderness.
A lot of trees, a lot of water.
You got it. And now, controlling it is Cam Smith. 5.5 to go here in the first period. 4-0 George Mason. Cam Smith looking to make it 5, and he does. Top shelf for Mama hides the liquor. It's 5-0.
I think the key phrase is that we like to have fun. Whether or not anyone else does, well, that's up for debate.
It's
but
subjective.
We like to.
Your definition of fun is definitely subjective. As Cam Smith, the Smith Show, makes it 5-0. The Smith Show used to be a regular part of Potomac Patriots broadcast.
It's asking what does Cam Smith like to do on the weekends, and his favorite color. The score sheet's pretty detailed, guys.
Yeah, I guess so. Did you get all that?
I don't know.
Favorite Italian food? That's a little odd.
Shout out to Janet Smith, Cam Smith's mom, if she's tuning in this evening.
I'm going to put down Frommignon pasta. That's
former goaltender, now chef.
Oh, I did forget about that.
Yeah, Frommignon, Ryan Frommignon.
Scored by Cameron Smith.
There's actually a video about Italian grandmothers eating actual Italian food out there.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Pretty funny.
And trying to steal that one away is Ian Gilland. Gilland's going to camp out front. He's waiting for it. This one redirects and goes out all the way down to Nighthawks territory. Back to chase it there. It is Calvin Shade. Dropping it to Lucas Russell. Recent 39-second visitor to the sin bin.
He was rather upset that I had to say his name.
Twice.
And that I said it twice really irked him.
I think it's a fine name. There's nothing wrong with the name Lucas Russell.
He was in good spirits, though.
There's Alex Grose teeing this one up. Oh, he had somebody breaking in there. That was David Leitzel on the trail, looking to connect.
This Mason's team's clicking on all cylinders right now. I got some definite chemistry out there. First two lines for sure.
Well, you got a lot of guys who've been playing together a whole lot longer. I mean, Nova, just as the face of it, is usually a 2-year program. So you got a whole lot less time to put a team together.
Hence, no juniors or seniors. The 2-year program, freshmen and sophomores, the predominant makeup. And guess where they usually transfer to?
George Mason.
You got it.
It's something to be said about Nova's program, too.
It's a good building block, yeah.
You don't see too many sports run the way that they are at the community college level, but, I mean, it's top-notch program over there.
And here comes the rough stuff, and we got a couple of haymakers being thrown in there. We got one Nighthawk in the middle, and we got one Nighthawk trying to support his man that's caught in the middle of a George Mason sandwich.
This is for charity.
Well, Trevor Mack has something to say about that as he topples over the Nighthawk.
That's not very charitable.
Well, it looks like it's number 15.
Do you have Why Can't We Be Friends?
Andrew
I don't.
Aldaffer. You need to update that playlist, man, to the 1960s.
So what happens if we actually have a full line brawl and he only has one guy, one referee? Would the coaches have to come out and help out?
We make it on Deadspin. That's what happens.
That's one way of making it. So we have two occupants in one and one on the other. So would this be a power play for the Nighthawks? I believe it might just be the case. Got plenty of read material here that we can get to on some of the TAPS members while we have a moment. So Bonnie Carroll is the TAPS founder and president. She was unable to attend this evening's game, but she's a 2015 recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. She is a military veteran, the surviving spouse of Brigadier General Tom Carroll, a former staffer in the Reagan and Bush White Houses, and the president and founder of the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, the leading national military service organization providing compassionate care, casework assistance, and 24/7, 365 emotional support for all those impacted by the death of a military loved one. Ms. Carroll founded TAPS following the death of her husband in an Army C-12 plane crash on November 12, 1992.
So, interesting, two players got doubles here, and then Nova got the extra.
Huh.
Has the 2 minute for the
I think the numbers got to be swapped there. The home team is
Backwards?
actually Nova, and the scoreboard's going to have to be flipped. So it looks like we are going to get a 2-minute power play up there on the board for the Nighthawks. Great opportunity for them to get that goose egg off their side of the board. I mean, Blier is playing incredible hockey in between the pipes there for the Nova Nighthawks. Quite impressed with the game that he's brought here. It's kind of hard when you're seeing 21 shots and first period's still going here. We got 3:52 left here on the clock.
And some of those goals were like bad rebounds. It's kind of deflected off him and just, didn't have the support and it got bounced in. It's not really his fault. He had the shot the first time. And now the four's on one side.
So does he
What
get
a mess down here.
Does he get a pardon for being the meat in the George Mason sandwich? I mean, there's nothing up on the board on the Nova side. So is this a 4-minute 5-on-3?
It is a 4-minute 5-on-3.
Huh. Then why are there only 4 players out there for Nova?
The 5th should be coming.
The 5th never came.
And the 5th is here.
And there he is. None other than Zach Shiohama. Still got the flow.
They're putting him back on defense, though. Remember,
Right.
that new role out
go.
here.
We'll get the laundry list from John Baranowski here in a moment, but play begins as George Mason trapped deep inside their own zone. Here comes 0-0. James Klein up top for Shihama. Shihama back down for Klein. Klein looking. Whipped on that one and a pad. Almost got a piece of that one and went just wide. Lucas Russell with it up top. Down over to the far corner. Taking a shot from a bad angle. And it goes wide and over to the near side. And Jack Shihama had trouble keeping that one in. And he turns it over. Here's Cam Smith in on a breakaway. Cam Smith in on goal. Backhand, forehand. Oh, and he couldn't get the full shot away. On the back end, he hits the side of the net.
That was straight up Datsuk.
Yes,
Like that is a
was.
Datsuk-esque shot right there.
That brought me back 5 years ago. I feel 5 years younger watching that. Back when he was a Potomac Patriot. Here's Russell taking a shot and he guns it just wide.
Matching minor penalties. Canova, number 15. Andrew Albacker, 2 minutes for offense. For George Mason, number 9, Trevor Mack, 2 minutes for offense. George Mason University penalty, number 6, Andrew Nash, 2-minute double minor for offense. George Mason University penalty, number 4, Jackson Harnois, 2-minute double minor for offense. All calls come at 3:52.
Puck bobbled around there and it goes over to the far side and the Patriots will recover it 2-on-1. Here comes Grose. He's got Dagostino. Grose to Dagostino. Dagostino takes that shot and the save by Blier. Stick save. He stood with it the entire way. Oh, Spencer Weck couldn't get a hold of that one. And now a bit of a collision here at the top of the slot. Nova looking to break it out here with 2:15 left on their 5-on-3. Hopefully they'll notch one here off the back of their own player, and they scooped it out. That one should have been offsides, but we only have one guy wearing the stripes this evening. And this one behind the back and all the way down. Chance now for Alex Grose. Grose turning, looking. He'll send it all the way back to kill some time.
Nice.
So he'll put it back into his own zone. And this one all the way down. Will be cleared down, no icing. Mason clearing and killing some time here on the penalty kill. They have 1:44 left to kill. Nova trying to set things up. And they're going to break it out here. They got one waiting at center. And this one, it's going to be ruled an icing? No icing. Okay. The referee linesman had an interesting conversation with himself on that one. Up top it goes. With it there, Gauthies taking a shot. Oh, and that one stung somebody up front and recovering it back the other way. It's going to be Leitzel. Leitzel setting him up past there. He had one. And there's Hellfeld out of his reach there, but by the time he got the shot off, it hit the side of the net. He recovers it though. Hellfeld with it over to the near boards. And we got 1 minute left here in the first period. 1 minute now left in the 5-on-3. Weck getting the pass ahead. Trying to tap it up. Trying to get a hold of it is Jacob Foster. Having a little trouble there, and this one's sauced all the way out into the neutral zone and just past Gauthies. Side of their own blue line, it's Zach Shihama coming out through center along the near side boards. Cam Smith trying to squeeze him off the puck. Shihama, near circle, takes the shot and snagged out of the air by Wayland. A good scoring chance there. Now we got 2 coming out of the box. And now I will maintain the structural integrity of this facility. There you go, Mr. Shrems.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
So we are the Cross Ice Feed. Follow us on Twitter at Cross Ice Feed. And check out our Facebook page, the best way and the only way, really, to get a hold of us. Or you can email us, crossicefeed@gmail.com. And the face-off won by the Patriots. As it goes out, Dagostino trying to catch up with it. So stay tuned during this intermission. We're going to have our mites, our 8 and under mites, here out on the ice. And Cam Smith trying to work his way in, comes in on goal, he scores!
That was the slowest trickle in I've ever seen, but it worked.
2.5 seconds left here in the first. It's 6-0. A short-handed goal on a 5-on-3. Cameron Smith. Computer Sciences major Cameron Smith.
That is a natural hat trick for Smith.
Natural hat trick.
And that's one of the most painful goals to give up. Like you see it trickling. You're trying. Oh, please. You can't help it.
It was interesting to watch, to say the least. So 2.5 ticks away. That'll do it. 1 period of play.
John trying to get.
Do you have any air left in the air horn? I guess not. I guess, well, the buzzer is broken to the scoreboard, so we're going to have John conclude every period with like a duck sound or something. Like a Canadian goose, I don't know. So we're going to have the 8 and under mites join us here for an intermission. We'll carry that action live here on the feed. So stay tuned. We're going to take a moment here to regroup after an exciting first period. It is 6-0, if I am not mistaken. That'll show up on the scoreboard momentarily, but 8 seconds left on the 5-on-3 on the other side. Stay tuned as we carry on in this TAPS charity game here from the Prince William Ice Center in Woodbridge, Virginia. Stay tuned. So as John has announced here, on the ice is Coach Jay Freely. He's the Potomac Patriots House Mite Program coach. He is responsible for developing the nearly 55 through 8-year-old boys and girls in this program. And it is his 2nd year with the Patriots. And he is also an Army reservist. The Potomac Patriots Hockey Youth Organization, let's see, it offers youth hockey to kids aged 5 to 18. There you go, a little education on Potomac. So we're watching a little bit of the Mite action here at the Prince William Ice Center. So they offer 2 levels of play, recreation or house, and then a very competitive travel program.
Is that the high-performance team?
Well, yes, it gets to that level, but there's plenty of levels of travel, and the high-performance program is a part of that. So if you rise up in the talent in the ranks there, you may end up on one of those high-performing teams. Great stuff out of those programs. We had the privilege of calling a U15 high-performance game a couple years back, and it was exciting stuff as they play the Esmark Stars.
It's awesome to see that Potomac can build this organization from within, and that you can have as many levels as they do here, and you kind of feed. You feed up to the bigger levels, the juniors, the high-performance, and you can keep it in-house, and that's a great part of this organization.
Do you have any tunes you want to play for them while they're out there?
Should I play some? Should I play some music?
Yeah, play some music, man. They're having a good time out there.
Yeah, I've been saying this for years, and I can't say it enough. The skating ability of these guys is really impressive. I've called high school games in New York State out in the Jamestown area, and you get someone falling behind the play every few minutes. It just doesn't happen as much here, and these kids are way younger. They must spend so much more time on the fundamentals and skating because it really shows. These kids are really good skaters.
Well, the Potomac Patriots has seen a surge in youth hockey players thanks to the recent initiative by the NHL and the Washington Capitals. So last year they started providing a full set of hockey gear free of charge to the kids new to the sport, and the results have so far been amazing.
I will tell you, every one of those players is better than my hockey abilities, so good for them.
Then again, you had the Franklin pads, you know.
Oh, breakaway.
Yeah.
I used to run Franklin.
Yeah.
I moved on to TPS and Cooper for everything else. That's
nice. Everyone else.
You still play Milek pucks?
Milek pucks.
I hate Milek.
Oh, my goodness.
2-on-1.
So we got any names on these kids down there? No rosters for them?
No roster for them.
Well, that's a shame.
We'll still make a big deal if we
I got a goal.
they get a goal, yeah.
Oh, they score right there. Oh, and he's disappointed there. The defenseman just couldn't get to him in time. That was number 13, just a little shaken by that one. Just going to play this one through, Shremsy.
I'm waiting for the day that John falls out of his chair because he just whips so far back.
He kind of does the Charlie Brown, Oh, and that one right off the inside of the skate. Get a second chance on it. She does, and he scores. Oh, couldn't tell if it was the young lady up front there. No, it was number 12. It looks like, is that Sweeney on the back of his jersey?
There's two 12s out there.
Yeah, well, this one's got a name on it, but...
What I'm saying, both have Sweeney on it.
Oh, they both do. Okay.
I think Sweeney.
Coming back the other way, we got blue team. Blue team making a run for it here. Here comes, who is that? Peter Bondra. Bondra to the outside, trying to work his way to the inside, and the goaltender was all over that one.
Bondra's lost a step, but you know what? he's Hall of Fame bound, so.
Yeah, you know, as much time as we've spent here in this organization and in this area, Shrems, you and I have gotten down here right around the same time. You know, hockey has really grown in this area. And, you know, a lot of credit to the Potomac Patriots being a part of that growth. And there's a goal right there. Blue team notches one under their belt. I think they may have not called that one down there a goal earlier, so it is 2-1 on the light color versus the blue color. Because it's kind of like an orange and a pink thing going on here. It's like they all are Potomac Patriots goals.
Shrems, I'll give you
That's
$1.
why I can do that.
That is true.
Oh, Phil, you remember.
I'll give you $1 if you trip John's chair as he goes back.
Oh, the dollar game. Yep. Oh, somebody still owes us golden monkey from last year.
I do owe
we're
you,
bad about bets here. But, yep.
I mean, if you think about it, look at the teams that are playing competitive hockey. Look at the champions from our league, Hampton Roads. I mean, who's thinking that you have a league champion from Southern Virginia?
Yeah. No, and John and I, we called one of our first games at Merciers for the club program. It was a Hampton Roads. It was like an independent team. They weren't affiliated with the league, and they were just growing at that point. So Virginia, hockey is taking off. Oh, and a nice save there, and off the dome and off the post, and a little poke check and a backhand shot, and he scores. There was a goal, Mr. Shrems. There was a goal. But we just gave up on the goal horn. There it is.
That's 12, Sweeney. I got it.
Yeah. You keeping track on the very detailed score sheet over there? Oh, boy. But, yeah, youth hockey has definitely taken off in these parts, and this is, you know, the proof of it right here. You know, these young individuals out here on the ice, boys and girls, skating quite well. And, you know, you look behind us here, we got a game going on, a house practice behind us. These guys, the ice time here, it goes from early morning to late night. You got teams of all levels, you know, just seeing the 8 and under mites here. And I believe we have another team joining us out in the second intermission that you'll want to stay tuned for as well.
The score?
And that was another goal.
Oh, no, I think the goalie got interfered with there a little bit.
Yeah.
Teams of all levels and commentators of all levels calling these games.
Well, we got the U10 and U11 coming out.
We have U10 commentators?
That second intermission, we will have them joining us out here in the ice. But yeah, it's definitely fun to see this. I mean, how many teams did RJ say we have in this organization? I mean, at
40 plus,
close
I
to
think.
40 teams in the Potomac Patriots, which used to be the Prince William Panthers. As everything came under one moniker, everything just became unified, and it's just an identity that I think everybody has really latched onto the last couple of years since we've started this initiative. But it's fun being here from the very start of it all, just watching the back in the day when the Empire Junior Hockey Team, Potomac Patriots, and the CBHL as well. But here we are, it's grown leaps and bounds. Now we have a premier junior hockey team at the very top of things, and just the philosophy growing from way down at the mites all the way up. It's just fantastic. And also the development of a women's hockey program too here. It's just something I didn't see coming. I mean, it's really great to see it grow as much as it has. You got the Nova Ice Dogs with their women's team, their women's program, and now Potomac Patriots have their own women's program. It's just a fantastic growth of hockey here, and it starts here, the very foundation at the mite level.
I believe you went through this whole process, Stearns. Did you not?
I started a little late. I started at age 13. I got to watch my brothers start out in the mites, and I was one of their biggest fans out in the stands with a vuvuzela.
Nothing's changed.
I had a vuvuzela, and I was that guy.
You introduced the vuvuzela.
I did, and yeah, it was their goal horn.
Now, did you have that gold wig then too?
No,
the one
no.
that you've been in many Sabres videos in.
That didn't come in until 2006.
Dave up there waxing away. In my day, we had just an Empire team, and we only had one puck a game.
I was a ripe old age of 22, so it's not like I could say, I was a teenager at the time as an
It was made of
excuse.
horse manure, just like they played way back in the day. Which I learned about when I was up in Canada.
Yep.
In Montreal, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
If you listen to the old timers like Glenn Hall, they talk about doing that kind of stuff. Or they had one puck and someone broke it
Whoa.
on a too hard of a shot, so they nailed it back together.
Oh, goodness.
That's life on the plains of Saskatoon,
Oh, these mites are getting a full game out of this.
Went up to the Bell Center, and they got a little hockey museum. Original pucks were made out of manure, frozen manure.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's not that bad. It's manure. I mean, and newer, that's positive, isn't it?
Are you going to do the NHL Network commercials where it's like, if you give 100%,
That was a
100%
George
of the time.
Costanza, but I could do the NHL hockey commercials.
Now, blue team looking to get out of the zone here. And
They weren't supposed to go the full 12 minutes. That's supposed to be the full intermission. Are they going to have a Zamboni?
I would hope so, because they're chewing up the ice.
Yeah, no,
out here.
he's opening the door over there for the Zam.
All right.
Because they weren't. I mean, 12 minutes is a long time for these guys.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know if it was supposed to be just a handful of minutes, but
And they said the
Yeah.
itinerary said 8 or 9. but
Okay.
they
at the
gave
2
him
minute
12.
mark, do you want to hit the horn then?
There's no horn, Dave.
The squeak. Hit the squeak.
That's all I got. Did you hear it?
You're going to have to, enunciate some sort of noise.
Please don't make me do that.
Oh, no, I think that's perfect.
Is that, you could, Shrimps, cue up a noise on your phone and put it through the public address on
Yeah,
the
I'm not
microphone.
gonna do that.
No?
Nope.
Or you could just...
We
We,
can't-
unlike
can.
you two, we are professionals.
Oh, boy.
We can call it in about 30 seconds for the 1 minute warning here.
Okay.
I got an air horn.
Do not do that again.
Oh, I am blasting it into the second.
Everybody, you're watching some mites hockey here in the intermission here at this TAPS charity game. Of course, we'll give you some more information on TAPS here in a moment.
Should
but
I announce 1 minute remaining?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you certainly should. I thought Shrimps, you were going to put on some music throughout all this, but all right. Man, these kids are getting a little exhausted here.
Yeah.
No shift changes, no water bottles. My goodness, they're going to get their workout. I hope they don't have practice early tomorrow morning or any games.
Well, we're often at the rink when the setting up for our Sunday morning games, and these guys have already been out there for 45 minutes, so they're no strangers. Even at the young age, they are no strangers to early mornings.
Well, the setup that they usually have is they have the Jeremy Roenick rink, what they have set up here on a half Actually, they divide up the rink into threes.
Breakaway
Here comes
action
a breakaway
here.
chance.
Oh.
And it's poked away. See if he's got a trailer coming up here with 20 seconds left here. And it's going to be tapped up and it's going to be carried out along the far side. It's going to be trying to kept in there along the blue line. We have a doggy pile in front of the away bench. And it's free. We got 5 seconds. Can they make a run for it? And it's swept away, and that'll do it. That is our 8 and under. You have to make the noise or something.
This is the end of the period.
Well, I guess not. And John, just say, let's hear it for the mites. Just kind of cut them off that way. That'll make a good end of the period horn for next go-round. So I guess the score, the clock has a horn malfunction.
No, air horn.
No, the squeaky air
Oh,
horn.
we're
ain't
air
got it.
horning.
You should do Sean Connery. This is the end of the game.
Well, this has been the first intermission. There's our thank you to the 8 and under mites team joining us out in this first intermission. Of course, let me give the plug again for TAPS program. The Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors offers compassionate care to all those grieving the loss of a military loved one. Since 1994, TAPS has provided comfort and hope 24/7 through a national peer support network and connection to grief resources, all at no cost to surviving families and loved ones. TAPS has assisted more than 70,000 surviving families, casualty officers, and caregivers. TAPS.org. Find out how you can make your donations today. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the second period between Nova Nighthawks and GMU Patriots. The score is 6-0. George Mason after 1. Welcome back to the Prince William Ice Center here in Woodbridge, Virginia. 1 period down, 2 more to go. 6-0. George Mason on top of the Nova Nighthawks here in this charity game for the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. Visit taps.org to pledge your donation today. It is a great cause. To continue what I was saying earlier, TAPS provides a variety of programs to survivors nation and worldwide. The National Military Survivors Seminar and Good Grief Camp has been held annually in Washington, D.C. over Memorial Day weekend since 1994. TAPS also conducts regional survivor seminars for adults and youth programs at locations across the country, as well as retreats, expeditions around the world. And staff can get you connected to counseling in your community and help navigate benefits and resources if you are grieving the loss of a fallen service member, or if you know someone who could use the support. The TAPS 24/7 National Military Survivor Helpline is always available toll-free with loving support and resources. Call 800-959-TAPS. That's 800-959-8277. Starting off the broadcast season here with a charity game on the Cross Ice feed next week. We have the Potomac Patriots. Got to pull up their schedule because I am that busy that I couldn't even tell you who they're playing next week.
I think it's Carolina, isn't it?
It is Carolina?
If only there was a way to access a network of information that would have said answers, you know, on a watch or a telephone device. I mean, if those things existed, Dave, our lives would be incredible.
They certainly
Accessing
would.
information on a watch? What is this, Dick Tracy?
No, sir.
Well,
Hey.
I never.
Well, soon you'll be able to access it on a watch without your phone.
Wow. Is that the Apple Watch?
The Apple 3 watch version.
Oh,
It's going to be
man.
cellular, so you don't have to have the phone with you.
Really now?
Yeah.
I'm going to trip this kid next time he runs behind
And
me.
that's the fifth phone from Apple, fifth watch from Apple, right? Based on this numbering system?
No.
Hey, we
it's
got a
third.
carryover penalty, 5-on-3 advantage for the Nova Nighthawks. 5 seconds to go on that 5-on-3, and it goes back into their own zone. And that'll do it. We're back to even strength, 22-5 shots in favor of the GMU Patriots, and across the line they'll go. It is the Nighthawks with a shot from the point going well wide of the target, past Whalen over to the far half boards. And it'll be taken by Harnois. And he has a bit of trouble getting it out. So he'll take it along the far side. He'll lose control of it there, but it's going to be regained by the Patriots in a neutral zone. They'll sky this one over to the near side. On now for Jackson Harnois. Harnois with it now, trying to work his way into the corner, but Lucas Russell will pop it over to the near corner where it's slung around. Sends it over to the other side. Calvin Shade. A little bit of a jostle for it there along the far circle. And it finds its way back behind the net. And on the tape of Lucas Russell, will try to place it up along the far wing. Intended target there was Andrew Al Daffer. Over to the near side, red line. Alex Grose on his back into his forehand. Across the line he goes, near circle, cutting his way in. And it floats underneath his sticks. He just kind of left it there, fresh sheet of ice. Maybe some sticky spots out there left over from the Zam. They call it a Zam around here. That was one thing I couldn't adjust to when I first moved down here. Zamboni or Boney, but I've never heard somebody call it Zam until I moved to the...
I've heard some Canadians call it a Zam. I think it's a more recent trend.
Oh, a funny bounce there off of the stanchion in the back. Yeah, so okay, all right. Maybe
There were some good Alberta boys, you know?
Okay. This one, trying to home run pass it down, but this one missing everybody. No icing. Here comes a shot right off, but gets sticked away. Going to stick in the way of that one was Bryce Rogers, Sterling, Virginia native. And a shot, and they score! Roger, what's our vector, Victor? It's the first goal for the Nova Nighthawks. With 18:05 left here in the second, they're down by 5, but they finally pot a goal.
As a bit of a breakdown, Mason inside their own zone, kind of defensive lapse.
Looked like Whalen was trying to direct some traffic there, and a little bit of a miscue. Sitting there, waiting for it. Perfectly placed. Colin Cunningham setting things up there with the first goal for the Nova Nighthawks. We get Johnny on the spot here in a second. That's cleared up to the blue line, not out. And the Patriots looking for another opportunity, and it's kept in by Cunningham again. Cunningham working its way over to the outside. Teeing it up, taking a shot. It's loose in the blue paint, and it's cleared away and sent down the length of the ice. Wow. There's Cam Smith looking for his 4th goal of the game. And now Nova looking like they got some legs here.
Assisted by number 4, Mack, and number 2, Colin Cunningham. That's Shane from Cunningham at 18:05.
Cunningham was instrumental in setting that up as there was a miscue from Mr. Wayland between the pipes. So the goal with Shade, Gauthies on the helpers. Here's Gauthies with a teed up shot. That one goes over the glove of Wayland over to the near side. Spencer Weck taking a shot, hits the side of the net. Actually, I believe Wayland did get a stick on that one. It deflects it wide. The Patriots along the near wing.
Nova's got some pep in their step coming out of that first intermission.
They do. Sounds like Coach Haga lit a fire. And hopefully it stays burning bright here as they try to make a game of it. 5-goal differential.
It might be one. Well, no, go ahead, Johnny.
I say a long intermission can go well for you or go poorly for you. It depends on how well you spend that time. If you expect it to be done in 12 minutes and then we had the Zam, well, then you're going to come out a little flat. I think that might have happened with Mason.
That was a longer than normal intermission, so let's see if it does work in their favor. Now they try to work away with it. Spencer Weck playing defense, but he's playing up here, and he'll try to chip it in. Gets it in as far as the half boards, but it's the Patriots that tip it back out through neutral. Back inside their own zone, it's Nova. The Nighthawks through center, trying to put it on there, and a hard check there. Jackson Harnois taking out his man, setting up a play here now. As the Patriots try to get a shot, and a nice save there by Blier. And it was Owen O'Keefe who took the shot there. And now through center, a chance now. It's on for James Klein. Klein stopping, trying to turn and set it up. Check comes up high there. Jackson Harnois came up high to the head on that hit. And we got some rough stuff going here, and Harnois and Klein going at it here. And now both parties will back away, and they'll probably undoubtedly both get penalties. We'll see what they dish out. And by they, I mean the one guy wearing the stripes.
The refereesman.
The refereesman. Is that singular or plural?
Yes.
Now, for how chippy this game has been. There hasn't been that many penalties called, actually. A little bit surprising. Might be part of the lead because we only have one ref. But there's been some good, hacks and whacks at each other, and it's been interesting.
Well, you were correct that the Potomac Patriots are playing Carolina Eagles, but it's this weekend they're down at Carolina. Actually, they're starting it out here at 8:15, so they just got underway down at the Polar Ice House. Next weekend we'll have the Atlanta Knights here in house. Saturday and Sunday, 5:20 start time for the Premier Team. Check it out on the feed and Hockey TV. We'll have our Cross Ice Feed broadcasters. Tweet us at Cross Ice Feed and also like us on Facebook. Send us a Facebook message, send us a tweet, or an email, crossicefeed@gmail.com. Clock management here. We got a 4-on-4 situation going on here for the next 2 minutes, 16:09. And Phil, if you cough again, I swear.
I expected those to be matching and wash out. I guess not.
Well, I guess, I don't know. He's got the rule book, I don't. But you do, it's on your phone,
I
right?
saw him throw that
That's
rule
a
book
first,
out.
Dave.
He left the ice and threw the rule book in the trash can. This guy is no joke.
Barnyard hockey.
2-on-1.
Here we go, 2-on-1 for the Patriots. Grose getting teed up with a shot.
Oh,
A save
nice
there by
save.
Blier. Oh, baby. I feel like I'm getting on a roller coaster after that. As it comes up top over to the far half boards. You catch my reference there, Shrems? Nice answer.
I don't know. Blier, though. Blier's getting himself a workout.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
But he's been up to the task. He's made a couple of really good saves, and looks like you're going to get joined up there for a quick chat.
We're gonna take
Kehl?
off the headset here, Mr. Fritz, and we're gonna throw it on here with Kurt Kehl from Taps. We're just gonna do a quick one here with Kurt as we have a 4-on-4 situation. Welcome aboard, sir, and let's make sure we got you here. So we got some action going on, and joined with Kurt Kehl from Taps. Sir, how are you this evening?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. Thank you for having us tonight.
So tell us a little bit about the organization. We got our standard reading that, and we just want to know a little bit more about the program and all the great things that TAPS does for our military families out there.
Yeah, it's an organization that really supports the families who've lost someone in the military, and they have a number of events and a number of things that they have on a national level and also a local level. And one of the things is obviously being here tonight at the game, and we're very thankful for Northern Virginia Community College for having us out and participating along with George Mason University.
So you guys do a lot of other events too, charity-wise, not only just hockey, but what else is going on? I understand that there may be another event this weekend too, but what kinds of events that you guys usually put on here to raise money for this organization?
Well, tonight's event really, from our standpoint, was brought to us by Nova, which was very nice of them and an opportunity for us to raise money, but really through all the work that they did. They really set a nice example for us, and we just came out and provided a little bit of support. But we have any number of events that we'll have in the Virginia area, but also all the way all around the country, wherever there are families. It could be retreats, it could be things that they have over a weekend, it could be even week-long excursions. So any number of things for families, for children, help with educational programs, as well as with spouses.
And how can people donate if they want to donate after tuning in tonight, watching this game? Where can they go to pledge their support for the TAPS program?
Taps.org. It's a great place to go. There's a donate button on there. We have a nice Brooks-like stick, compliments of the Washington Capitals that we're going to be auctioning off too.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, anything else you want to get out there about the TAPS organization that people may not be familiar with? I know there's a lot of different ways that folks can help out the military and their families and that, but this one is a special cause, helping those that have, a lost loved one in obviously in the armed services. Just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's a unique nonprofit. They service a constituency nobody else does. Nobody else is kind of operating in this space, and they've really kind of since 1994 kind of set a tone and an example of continue to grow and reach out to families. Now they've served over 70,000 families, so it's a nonprofit that actually has a national base, and so they're all over the country, from all states all the way to Alaska, Hawaii, and so it is a national nonprofit. Just happens to be based here in Virginia.
All right, well, thank you so much for imparting the information here, and hopefully we can get some more money raised for TAPS, and of course, we'll continue to spread the word as we have our broadcast season here for Cross Ice Feed. We got the junior program here, Prince William Ice Center. We'll go ahead and continue to plug away because it's such a great cause and great organization. It does so many great things for those affected, by loss in armed services. Thank you so much for joining us, Kurt.
Thank you, and thank you for all what you do for amateur hockey in the area.
Of course.
It's a great cause, and I hope people tune into a lot of games throughout the course of the season and know you're just getting underway this year.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we continue on with 4-on-4 hockey, and a minute and a half left up there. So now it's across the line, and a save there by Wayland. Wayland making another effort there, and the Nova Nighthawks still buzzing here.
Number 19, Alex Young. 2 minutes for project. Volleyball's combat, 13-44.
We had Kurt up here telling us about the TAPS, and all of a sudden I blink and we're back to a 4-on-4 situation. It's like things didn't change in the moments there that we had gone away to talk a little bit about the tragedy assistance program for survivors, TAPS.org. As you heard, it's easy enough to go right there and donate. Pledge your support today for a wonderful organization helping over 70,000 military families touched by loss throughout their work in the armed services here. And what a hit there in front of the net. Nova sitting there at the door, and George Mason saying, no. As Wayland stops up another one.
That's what you get for going to the net, though. That's the territory we're going to get popped in the face.
Crash in the net, yeah.
Crash in the net, man.
And when your head is down, you're going to get knocked down.
What?
He had his head down.
He did have his head down, but he was on the wrong territory there, of course. Now here's George Mason looking to take advantage of the open ice situation with a 4-on-4. Across the line here, it's Zagade. Zagade over to the near corner. He gets checked into the boards. Puck comes up top to the point, and a redirect off that shot there, teed up and off the ankle of the captain, Tyler Dagostino. Back behind the goal line, Dagostino looking for a pass here. He's tied up at the time, but floats on, and a save there by Blier. The rebound, yet another save. Blier keeping the pads down on the ice as these shots have stayed low.
Blier?
It is Blair.
Blier?
Blair, same thing.
Blier.
Well, stop correcting me here. Haggis called him Blair in front of us too. I mean, potato. And Blair's mother is tuned in here, so maybe she can go ahead and give us a phonetic pronunciation.
Phonetic spelling.
Yeah.
Not uncommon here at Cross Ice Feed.
Yeah, we usually have, some
Why can't we be friends?
Oh, you're
Why
just gonna call it
can't
out.
we be friends?
Mason through neutral now. 5 seconds left on the 4-on-4. We'll be back to 5-on-5 as these guys leave their respective penalty boxes. Now Nova back behind their own goal line, looking to set it up along the near wing. Fed out through center, and it'll be the Patriots that'll chip it right back in. And it's Harnois, fresh out of the box from earlier.
Different field this period altogether.
That one's definitely offside, and we'll get the stoppage with 11:27 to play here in a second. 6-1, George Mason. But yeah, definitely with the one goal in favor of Nova in this period, it is their period. They've definitely swung momentum considerably after the first 20.
Well, it's the first game of the season, and there's a whole bunch of variables to answer, and I'm sure with a lot of these Nova players, you got a lot of new guys coming together in a new team, and what do you expect? They've stopped the bleeding, and they've made it look very good in the second.
And these two teams have not seen each other in, 5 years?
You said 5 years.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I'm pretty sure we called the last one.
We very well may have. Oh, this one
Dig
snapped
deep
out
in
of
the
air.
archives.
Yeah, we'll have to. We'll have to check out the archives. We will repost this game in high definition for those of you that want to check it out after the fact. YouTube.com/CrossIceFeed. Check us out. Mr. Shrems will get right on that this evening.
What?
I'm just kidding. It'll be up there in the coming days.
I gotta get. I can do it.
Right on it, Trems.
Yeah.
Do it in the car on the ride home.
Get right to it. This one's stopped up again by Blair, but he'll take the net off its moorings for a stoppage yet again.
Shrubs, why ain't this game loaded yet?
Seriously, the first period should already be up, right? No.
Should already have the third period up there.
Well, thank you all for tuning in here on the feed. And, of course, as a reminder, ad-free viewing. Go to Ustream.tv for information on how to watch ad-free for $3.99. Unfortunately, we're not in control of the ads that pop up throughout, but, of course, you can use that option if you wish. But ad-free, it'll be uploaded on YouTube. Through center now, the Patriots having trouble backtracking into their own zone. It was Trevor Mack. I beg your pardon, not Trevor Mack now. It was Bryce Rogers. And now Nova looking for some opportunities for offense. They have the lone goal in this period. It's Luke Collins along the far side trying to track it down. And he shoves his man into the boards there. It was number 40, Shawn Ryan from Hatboro, Pennsylvania. And now Alex Grose from Fairfax scores. Wow, far post and in. 10:23 left here in the second. Alex
That
Grose.
was dirty.
Just a laser of a shot goes far side on Blier.
We got a goaltending change here. Mason's going to go the
The Star
half and half
Spangled
route.
Pads. Check them out there. Get in on that. Camera guy. Wow. So in goal now is Nathan George from Howell, Michigan. Donning some Star Spangled Pads. Very sharp. Face-off one through center all the way back into the Nighthawks zone over into the corner. Backtracking with it is Zach Shiahama behind his tendy. With 10:14 left here in the second. 7-1 George Mason. 31-12 shots in favor of George Mason as well. Off the glass and out through center. Trying to track it down. Zach Shiahama trying to finish his check on that effort too. Jack Harnois trying to set it up here for some more Mason offense. On the near side, Shiahama tracking it down, trying to squeeze it up along the near boards. On for Destin France. Now it trickles on there. Aldaffer. And towards the front, and a shot and a save there. The Star Spangled Pads getting the work there as George made the save. Back the other way, the Patriots. They're going to have to curl back into their own zone to recover. Over the far half boards. Mason's stuck inside their own zone at the moment here. Great forecheck from the Nighthawks. And then we'll get the call from Johnny.
Shawn Ryan. That's Grose, Shawn Ryan, and 33.
Shout out to the Grose family tuning in this evening. Peter Grose and Nikki Grose, father and brother of Alex, became familiar with them throughout the years. So we got the goaltending change announced here, and now we have a penalty coming up here, I believe. And it's going to be an interference call going to George Mason, so it's going to be a Nighthawks power play with 9:01 left here in a second. Let's see if they can tip the scales back in their favor. Second period goals 1-1 at the moment. So the face-off will be to the left of Nathan George. Taking the face-off, Cunningham over to the far side and all the way down. Get a quick clear. Jackson Harnois, Gaithersburg, Maryland native, in for interference. Up top, here comes a shot right into the glove of George. Taking that shot, Brett Gauthies. Looking for some twine, but instead he got glove instead. Face-off will be to the right of Nathan George.
Check the goaltender. It's number 1 on your sheet, but 35 on the ice. It's Matthew Benjamin from Red Bank, New Jersey.
I beg your pardon. Yep.
I did say that over the public address.
Yeah, but there was the loud music going on, and I was talking, and
I thought we were quiet on the music, Dave.
You're always talking.
Red Bank, New Jersey, Matthew Benjamin. Getting some nice pads on. Sorry, Nathan George, those are not your pads. Across the line it goes, Lucas Russell. And it's over to the far corner, trying to set things up here on a power play. 1 minute to go on the power play, 8 minutes to go here in the second period. 7-1 Patriots.
Nova's already had their chance at a 5-on-3 for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to muster
Wolf.
anything there in the first period, but maybe something can change here in the last 45 ticks of this man advantage.
Through center now. It's going to be taken along the far end and back through center red. Across the blue line. It'll be Gauthies with it. Setting it up there with a shot going wide by Matthew Polton. Up top, far blue line, it's Austin Cox, but it's stripped away by Cam Smith. Here comes Cam Smith on a breakaway, shorthanded. He's already got one shorthanded breakaway in, and he takes a shot and a save there by Blier. And the net is knocked off. 20 seconds left on the man advantage for the Nighthawks. 7:21 left here in the second. Cam Smith, the shorthanded specialist.
Yeah, no kidding. That kid's got wheels still, you know?
Still does. Even after the ACL tear and everything, he looks well recovered. Definitely well recovered.
Like I said earlier, it's a fascinating journey sometimes where hockey takes you. Had players playing for Potomac Patriots that have gone overseas up to Northern Ontario Hockey League.
Yep.
Collegiate, D1, D3. It's been a good run for these guys.
Yep. Well, you got a few here, as we said. Spencer Weck and Zach Shihama on Nova. And Alex Grose and Cam Smith over here on George Mason. A little slip up. Yeah. Oh, and he almost puts it in on his own net there. You got to be careful when you're parked in front of your own goaltender there, Matthew Polton. Oh boy. So we're back to five-a-side hockey. 6:40 left here in a second. The Patriots with it back in their own zone. Leading the charge now is the captain, Tyler Dagostino. Into the outside there. Still with it, far corner, but he pops it up top. Nice little keep there by Thomas Dennis. This shot teed up, deflecting wide over to the near side. Sent down low behind the goal line, recovered there by the Nighthawks. It's Shade. Turn it up through center. And it'll be picked up by Thomas Dennis. George Mason looking to exit the zone again. Across the line they go. A nice couple of moves there by Helfeld, but he got tossed over. And all back the other way, recovering the puck. Now it's Luke Collins. Luke Collins with it now. Taking the shot, he scores! Water bottled, he gets a goal. 5:48 left here in the second.
Dang, when you can pick them, you find your spot. What a sweet shot there from the off wing.
Wow.
Absolute rocket. Top shelf on the goaltender. Like I said, Nova's put together quite a period here. They've really bounced back from the rough start. And looks like it's going to be a competitive finish, that's for sure.
We're waiting Johnny on the spot, but play goes out with the Patriots across the line, taking a shot high into the glass behind Blier. On the near side, trying to set the pass up ahead. This one not far enough there, no icing as the GMU recovering it. Far side of their own zone, nice sauce over to the near side boards on for Leitzel. Leitzel pushing it ahead, trying to drop it off there. Couldn't get the shot away. Trevor Mack comes up top to the blue line. Andrew Nash looking for options here. Grose will pick it up along the near side. Grose, far half boards, he'll have it. A couple of people over to my left here who going with the Luke chant on that one. So, killing some time here. Gross bumping gloves there with the tendy and the blue paint along the near sidewall. They literally bumped gloves. That was quite funny. Now Grose looking to come in and shoot and goes just wide over to the near side. And Grose colliding there with Klein. Now trying to peel away with it is Lucas Russell. Russell trying to clear it out. Kept in there. Shot coming. Blier makes a save. The rebound goes just wide. Picked up again and gunned out through center. And now recovered. Maybe the Nighthawks. With number 8 is Destin France. Over to the far circle. France trying to get up front. Trying to take that shot through traffic with Jacob Foster. France with it now. France. He's got an option over to the far circle. Trying to cut in from the point. It's Gauthies. Gauthies had his pocket picked. Now Mesa retreating back behind the goal line and teeing it up along the near wing. Nice connection there with Cam Smith. Smith across the line. He's got Dagostino. Smith trying to curl with a shot. Goes off the dasher and to the side of the net. Smith looking to feed it towards the front. Just out of range there. But poked in and kept in there by Shawn Ryan. Slung around over to the far half boards. The Arlington, Virginia native Cam Smith getting batted around there, but he'll recover the puck along the far circle, cutting his way to the front, still with it. But he gets hooked up, no call coming. And he's going to retaliate back here and leaving the puck there in a circle. And now his stick is up high. It was at number 15. It was Andrew Aldifer. The puck is cleared over the far half boards. Jacob Foster looking to kind of get a hold of it there, but it's going to be kept in by the Patriots. Far circle with a shot and a save there by Blier. Near half boards, Nighthawks trying to get a hold of it here, but Patriots controlling the tempo here inside of their offensive zone. Zagade looking, goes back over to the corner. Dagostino up top, blue line, far side. Bryce Rogers being pressured, cuts his way into the top of the circle, top of the slot, and he bobbled it for a second, recovers again. He's got 3 Nighthawks pressuring, and now the Nighthawks will finally chip it out. Harnois will find it through neutral, but recovered by Shawn Ryan back in his own zone. Being pressured, turns it over, and trying to get a hold of it there. It was Aldifer, but he put it in deep and nobody there to recover. Now, a hard check there delivered by David Schaefer. This one, trying to go short side, far post, but getting the pad down is Matthew Benjamin.
Now, I've been struggling to count all those, but looking at Benjamin's pads,
Are you counting
I'm
stars?
pretty sure he has 52 stars. Which
He is on the DC and Puerto Rico bandwagon.
That's what I'm thinking.
Which
He
is
is
fine.
quietly advocating in a very classy, subdued manner, advocating statehood for Puerto Rico and the District of Columbia. One would assume he could have someone else.
Why are you?
That's what we need today. Subtle protest.
You're
How can
assuming
you
Puerto
count all
Rico.
those?
I know, really. A, how can you count all those? And A, how do you know it's Puerto Rico and not Guam?
Well, I mean, there you go. Well, Puerto Rico has more of a population than I believe 14 U.S. states. So,
Okay, fair enough. Spencer Weck couldn't keep it in there as it floats on over to the Patriots zone. Jack Chiahama there, tapping it back into the neutral zone, but recovered. Try to clear it in, but it goes out of play and into the George Mason bench.
We activated Jonapedia on that one.
I guess so. Hey, folks, this is a charity.
Wickanowski?
Oh, yeah,
We gotta like
Wickanowski.
Wickanowski
We'll go with
better.
I
that.
like that.
Oh, my goodness.
We watched a video on it last week. Don't let him fool you.
CGP Grey has a lot of really good stuff.
Just reminding folks out there that this is a charity game that is benefiting the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, TAPS. Visit TAPS.org to make your donation today. And here's Alex Grose working his way in through traffic. This one bobbled around with that X-ray vision. Blier's going to hold on to it for a face-off. Somebody gets batted into the back of the net. And
You know who else has great videos on YouTube, Dave?
Who's that?
The Cross Ice Feed.
Cross Ice
Bam.
Feed has the replay of this game.
It's already up. I just posted it.
You looked
With
into the
commentary and post-game interviews.
future? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Shrem,
Hey, Biff, what's the final on this one?
I interviewed the players before the game, but told them to splash some water on their face and pant heavily.
1:39 left here in the second period. It's 7-2. George Mason. Referee does not have pockets, so the trash he found on the ice, he has to walk over to the door, or skate over to the door, rather.
After the referee threw away the rule book, he came over to us and said, keep the intermissions as long as you possibly can.
Hey, he's getting a workout out there. You know,
He
he's
is.
skating quite a bit.
It's not easy to be a refereesman.
I guess so.
Oh, dang, look at the ups on that one.
Oh boy.
Whoa!
It's a shot and a save. We got a hand pass, and the face-off will come outside. 1:22 left here in the second. 7-2. George Mason.
At least
your-
you can
there's your
tell
jump.
his hand motions. He's very, precise.
What?
The referee's got very good gestures with his hands.
Gestures?
Gestures.
Gestures.
Gestures. Yeah,
Gestures by
the
Hasbro.
cheaters.
Chester Cheetah. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Here we are, the Cross Ice Feed. David Stearns joined alongside Brian Schrems, John Baranowski, and Fritz.
Fritz. Forgot we gave him that
Fritz
name last
Provo.
year.
Ooh, a bouncer!
Heyo.
Oh, hey, Blair's all over it. Blair holding on for yet another face-off. Yeah, there was a lot of flow at the beginning of this period, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of very long hair, very good hockey hair out there, and Zach Shiahama's still rocking it.
Still rocking
There was a lot of flow out there, Dave.
What did Randy Mueller say? Through the neutral zone, desperately in need of a haircut.
Teed up, point shot, another save by Blier. This one sticked out of play. 38th shot he has seen this evening.
We are well on our way to 50-plus shots.
Yeah, we are. We certainly are.
You know, and maybe you can attest to this and speak to this a little bit better than I can. What's the difference between a Mason and a Nova type team? The leagues are obviously different, but in terms of up and down skill level, things like that.
Well, they're both ACHA. I mean, they're in the same conference as well. I mean, but you talk about, you know, the younger guys coming straight out of juniors or guys that have just played really well in the travel programs. They go to Nova and, you know, they kind of do the community college credits thing and then transfer over to GMU. I mean, but the level of talent, of course, you're going to have a more junior, senior heavy team with GMU for sure.
So Mason is a little bit more seasoned in that regard,
yeah.
and Nova's kind of, you know, getting the kids some chops and some playing time and things of that nature.
Yep. And, you know, we'll fill in here during the intermission. We'll fill in more in a shot and a score. Wow, Cam Smith doing his thing. Making it 8-2. Yeah, he still got that shot.
And was there a penalty coming up too? Yeah.
Well, I guess so. So the penalty still stands.
Are you asking who got the assist?
We're going to get the information here on the goal. Time winding down, 16.6 left here in the second. It's 8-2. The 6-goal differential is back between these two clubs. And we're trying to sort some lines out here. We're trying to clear up some confusion on who should be out here, but here we go. Face-off one back by the Nighthawks, who are shorthanded.
Scored by number 74, and Smith. Unassisted. Smith unassisted, 16 seconds. No penalty for number 24, Austin Cox. Shooters for Jordan. Cox shooter 16.
Clock.
Score.
Yet another goal. Not a whole lot he could have done on that one. We'll close out the period 9-2 GMU on a power play goal. 39 shots to, well, it'll be 40 shots to 16 after the goal is put up. We'll have our second intermission entertainment coming out here. Talk a little bit about them as they join us out here on the ice. They will be members from the Potomac Patriots U10 Red and U11 White travel teams. Stay tuned for that. We'll throw out some fun facts about Nova in just a moment's time as well. And we shall do some music, hopefully, during this game. But it should be a good one here. Let's get the call here from John.
Unassisted by number 15, Alex Grose. And number 19, Tyler Dagostino. Zagade from Grose and Dagostino. A power play goal at 1 second.
So we got ourselves a shootout. It's a U10 Red and U11 White travel team shootout here in the second intermission. So in goal, we will have Daniel Marshak and Landon Blaine. And the shooters for this event will be James Marshak, Luke Henry, Blake McGee, and Lashin Ben Youssef. Lawson Ben Youssef, I beg your pardon. And the rules are simple. Each player will shoot 3 times on goal, and the one who scores the most wins the shootout. So shooting on Daniel Marshak will be his brother James and Blake McGee.
Is that how you win? You got to score more goals.
And shooting on Landon Blaine will be Luke Henry and Lawson Ben Youssef. Good luck, play.
A little deja vu.
All right, so hopefully they'll go one at a time here because, all right, here, let's get this guy over here. Here he goes. Here comes Henry in on goal. And a deke and a move and a save. Now back to the other side we go. Here's Marshak. In on goal. Goes wide, a blocker save. And now back to the other side, we got a goal! And another goal! Back-to-back goals, both teams are tied. On our left side, we got ourselves a save, and back over on the other side, a floater and a save. Oh, 1-1 is your score so far. A nice move and a shot just wide. Boy, I'm getting dizzy just watching this. And another save, but a rebound, no goal. And there's a goal on the gray side. Back over on the other side, here we go. Here's Henry again. No goal, but on the other side, and a goal.
So is this being timed, or?
And one last chance here on the other side. No good. They win. Just play out the full goal horn, sir. It is over. What a great shootout on both sides here in this second intermission. It's your Patriots, Potomac Patriots, U10 red and U11 white travel teams. So into the intermission break we go. Are they going to go again? I guess I'm going to go one more time. Shrimps, do you have any music you can put on just for...
Yeah, but I can't do goal horn and music at the same time.
Ah.
But I can just let him go with the music. Here we go.
Oh, so we're going down to the final winners? Is that what we're looking at?
Was it a tie?
I guess they're just going to kind of skate around. Okay. So here we go. A save by goaltender. You know. Which goaltender was that again? That'd be Landon Blaine making that save. Blaine's going to stand for another one. Here's Ben Youssef. 8 on goal. Fakes it. Goes to the backhand, but still walled there by Blaine. A nice save there by Blaine again. So again, talking about the Potomac Patriots hockey youth programs, you know, Potomac Patriots overall as an organization is a non-profit organization dedicated to the development of hockey players of all ages and skill levels. Patriots offer players a challenging and competitive program in an environment that emphasizes team play, academic excellence, and personal development. They provide every tool necessary for a young hockey player to excel. So if you're interested in learning more about the Potomac Patriots, visit PotomacPatriotsHockey.net. So earlier we talked about Bonnie Carroll is the founder and president of TAPS, but I'll tell you a little bit about John Wood, who did the opening face-off earlier in this game at the first period. He is the chief executive officer and chairman of the board for Telos Corporation, and TAPS, he is the chairman of the board of directors As the CEO of TELUS Corporation, John Wood orchestrates the company's support of corporations and governments worldwide in critical areas of cybersecurity, secure mobility, and identity. Prior to joining TELUS in 1992, Wood worked on Wall Street after earning his degree in finance and computer science at Georgetown University. As I continue, there's a staple right in the middle of my read. I'll have to guess around it. So in 2014, Mr. Wood was appointed by Governor McAuliffe.
Surprise.
Work hazards.
You got me, exactly right. So Mr. Wood was appointed in 2014 by Governor McAuliffe to serve on the Virginia Cybersecurity Commission, established by executive order. The commission is designed to bring public and private sectors experts together to make recommendations on how to make Virginia the national leader in cybersecurity. So Mr. Wood serves on the boards of Northern Virginia Technology Council and Wolf Trap Foundation for the Performing Arts, home of the nationally acclaimed Wolf Trap Institute for Early Learning Through the Arts and its early STEM art programs. Mr. Wood is also an active member of the business community, championing the concept of civic entrepreneurship. He is the founding chairman of the Loudoun County CEO Cabinet and served for 5 years as chairman of Loudoun County's Economic Development Commission. He probably knows Vanessa. Shrems, he probably knows Vanessa. In 2014, Mr. Wood was named chairman of the board of directors for the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, the national organization providing compassionate care for the families of America's fallen military heroes. He served 10 years on the board of directors of Project Rebirth, a nonprofit committed to supporting health and healing among victims of tragic loss. The organization's award-winning documentary film, Rebirth, employs time-lapse photography of the rebuilding of the Freedom Tower and a human time-lapse of the journeys of 9 people whose lives were dramatically affected by the events of 9/11. A portion of the film is on permanent display at the National 9/11 Museum, and a digital archive of over 800 hours is available at the Library of Congress and used by numerous colleges and universities and programs to facilitate healing, foster hope, and build resilience. So a huge thank you to Bonnie Carroll and John Wood for all that they do for TAPS and for many other programs nationally and internationally for our military families and many others. So Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, TAPS.org. Donate today. A great cause, helping over 70,000 military families coping with loss and helping them in many, many ways. As you heard from Kurt Kehl, communications director who joined us earlier, some great stuff that this program does, and a very unique program. So donate today, taps.org. Hey, stay tuned. We're going to go into a little bit of a break here as we go into the third period. 9-2, George Mason leading the Nova Nighthawks here at the Prince William Ice Center in Woodbridge, Virginia. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Prince William Ice Center here in Woodbridge, Virginia. Just about to get the third period underway.
Looks like we have a goalie change for Nova.
We have a goalie change for Nova. Yes, we do. Good eye. Good eye. Fritz.
Oh, we got number 30 in there now. That's Joshua Stone.
Josh Stone?
Yeah, well, that's what I got on the... oh, you don't... Oh, can we get a second angle on that there?
What you got?
I see number 30.
I see 30.
I see 30. And away we go. Face off one over to the far boards. Patriots centering around the world over to the near side. Nighthawks looking to clear it out through center, but it's going to be squeaked out just barely. And now it's going to be... Matt Benjamin still in goal for the Patriots. 1934, 1933, 1932, Are we seriously doing a run clock?
There you go.
So it is a run clock third period. 9-2 is your score. So this game will exactly end in 19 minutes for those of you that are playing along at home.
Unless there's like an injury maybe.
There's a shot right off by Alex Grose, and it goes over the blocker side. Stone. Grose with it along the near goal line. looking for options, finds one up top of the shot, and a save by Stone. The rebound, Grose looking for an opportunity there. Nice work there by Weck as he stopped that one up and down low. And nice check there, delivered onto Weck by David Leitzel. Returning the favor there, Grose and Weck colliding there. This one's going to be sent down the length of the ice, no icing. And both teams making some adjustments there with their lineups, making some changes. Next broadcast for Cross Ice Feed will be next weekend. Potomac Patriots hockey here at the Prince William Ice Center. If you're local to the area, come on out. Or you can watch on Hockey TV. Potomac Patriots Junior Hockey will have the premier and elite teams taking on the Atlanta Junior Knights. Or as I was calling them in the very beginning, the Junior Hawks. Remember that, Shrems? Kept calling them the Hawks.
That's right. Now, are the Atlanta Junior Knights, are the lower teams called the Dusk? Knights? Dusk?
Night and day. This one goes out of play. We'll have a stoppage. And
Hello?
Cam
Hello,
Smith
is this thing on?
Cam Smith giving a wave over there to Calvin Shade.
The Dusks?
Good joke. Good joke. We got it. We got it there, Shreds.
Because if they call it the Twilights, they'd be vampires.
Ah, they'd only play games at night. Bad jokes. Cam Smith. Shihama intercepting that one, sending it out into the neutral zone. Here at this TAPS charity game, tragedy assistance program for survivors. TAPS.org today to make your donation. A great organization supporting military families, the surviving families of those who have lost their lives in the course of military service to our country. Of course, I just want to thank all those families for their sacrifice and their service to our country, keeping us free here in the USA. Because not only do these men and women serve, but the families also serve as well. And that always should be kept in everyone's minds. So we got ourselves a Nighthawks penalty. Georgia Mason will go to the power play. Sitting will be Peter Heilsmeyer. So you stop the clock to set up the penalty, so that's okay.
You can't put it in without stopping the clock.
Gotcha.
So I'll stop it for that.
Really? So
Physically is impossible.
wow, so violent.
One cannot do it.
Mike does have to be down your throat, John.
He almost ate it earlier.
I know you're hungry again, but come on.
It's Cam Smith with it now, dangling his way into the slot. Oh, what a couple of moves there, but he couldn't finish. Now he's tied up into the blue paint. And a stick. Whoa, a stick of Brett Gauthies is stuck up in Cameron Smith's neck there, and it was a bit of a shove. There's a bit of a battle in front of the net. This one floats on. Alex Grose looking for Cam Smith out front. Far circle.
Ding.
We got 15:25 left here in the third. 1 minute left. On man advantage for the Patriots. Coming across the line now. Trevor Mack. Nice defensive effort there by Lucas Russell, but it's going to be kept in over to the far corner. Up top for the captain, Tyler Dagostino. This one will just bobble its way on. It'll be Alex DeYoung trying to get it out. Trevor Mack. It's poked away. Lucas Russell gets it away from Alex Grose. Dagostino over to the near side boards, on for Mack. Mack dropping it there for Cam Smith. Cam Smith working his way into the slot again. Nice couple of moves, but he gets hauled down from behind. Oh, and he is slow to get up. He is hurt. He is really hurt on that one.
Injuries is one of the agreed upon things to stop the clock for. Give them as much time as they need.
Did he get the stick shoved into his chest?
It looked like the stick went into his midsection there, possibly in the ribs. He immediately threw off his gloves.
Yeah, they're checking
Yep. We'll go ahead and he's getting up on his own power. Whether or not he's going to stay after that, I mean, that looked rough. The way it looked like the stick was just tangled up in there.
I mean, look, we all know Cam Smith's a hockey player. He's not going to go down unless he absolutely has to. And even if I'm sure the kid's hurting a lot right now, but he's not going to show it.
Yeah, he's battled through quite a bit throughout his
yeah, I mean,
career.
he's treating that area pretty gingerly. He's obviously in pain, but the kid fights. You know, the kid is a true hockey player.
I will put it out there right now that I feel so old when I see these young players that we saw as just like 15-year-olds, just mere years ago, suddenly going through college. I mean, after his long junior career, and now he's a computer science major.
So how's this work? Did you just come back on the ice now?
Yeah, I guess so. So just the run clock, and he's got to wait for the face-off, and there he goes. Yeah.
All right.
Are we going to do lacrosse, indoor lacrosse here, and play music during the play? But yeah, these young men are definitely, surprising me in good ways, of course, as they get older and, progress as, young boys into young men and into, professionals after college. It's just fantastic to watch them grow up in this arena.
Well, it's like I was telling John the other day, my first year students are now seniors this year, so they're graduating high school, and it's just...
Look, all of you make fun of me for being old and acting like the oldest person here, but you guys are waxing poetic about how quickly they grow up and those darn kids, and I don't want to hear it anymore.
I've got toddlers, man, and they're like, they act like they're teenagers. Dude, look at me. How many gray hairs do I have on my head? Plenty. This one goes off over to the near half board. Nighthawks looking to get another one here. They got two this evening. There are two very nice goals.
Yeah, that Colin snipe was pretty.
It was. Luke Collins with a beautiful goal in the second period.
Well, it's still very early on. It's just mid-September, and it's rather toasty out there. But even if the ice melts, George Mason's one of the few universities ready for such an event. They have an underwater hockey program at George Mason, one of about 10 universities in the country to have underwater hockey. They play with a weighted puck and snorkels and little itty-bitty sticks.
That is some good knowledge right there.
Check it out. It's fascinating to watch.
Okay.
It's a bit slow. You got to swim, but I mean, fascinating to watch.
So water hockey?
Wickanowski.
Yes, it's underwater hockey. Played at the bottom of a pool. Dave, are you YouTubing it now?
No, I'm just pulling out some tidbits about Nova ice hockey and the Nova College as well.
Well, I talked about their name situation, so I figured one obscure link.
And there's a goal. Trevor Mack dancing his way past Stone. Makes it 10-2. 12 minutes to play here in the third period in this TAPS charity game. So this is their 10th year as a program. They started in 2008, the Nova program, that is. And they are the winningest ACHA D3 community college program. So players have 4 choices to play for them. Go on to a 4-year school, graduate with an associate's, graduate with a degree in a trade or craft such as automotive repair, EMT, HVAC repair, or they enlist in the military. So during the early building years, the program has had they had a 0-46 stretch when all 4 goalies were kicked off due to grades, and then they came back the next year and went 16-4. So that's quite a comeback there. And then 36-11 during the past 2 years. That's achieved a 14 South ranking.
That's excellent for being a program that has really a revolving door of players, because a lot of players move on to different universities.
You see the banner back over there? They are Blue Ridge Hockey Conference champions of last year. They were the number 2 seed in last year's tournament before losing to the University of Richmond Spiders. They're currently the number 1 seed in the East Coast Collegiate Hockey Conference Atlantic North Division for this year.
We once called a game against the University of Richmond Spiders. They are the only school in the country named the Spiders.
Fantastic.
Because maybe most people are scared of them.
Just like the one I have on my back patio door today.
Yeah, did you kill that with fire?
No,
Is your
I
house
have not.
burned?
I know. I see where he nests. It's a beautiful web. I mean, he spun a web and called me a pig at one point, which I thought, oh, that's cute, Charlotte.
Some pig.
Some pig is right. Yeah. But, yeah.
There was one like that in our entrance to our apartment, and I had one of those spraying bug sprays, and I would stand on top of the stairs, spraying it down like good 3-4 feet away from it, and it wasn't dying. It was still moving. This sucker was like...
I can tell you from experience that Raid is a very viscous fluid, and if you spray it on stairs, you will slip and fall.
That is...
Don't do it.
Yeah, that is very true, and I'm just going to get a lighter and hairspray when I get home and just toast this guy. So we have a hockey game going on here, and as we had some
That was a
facts here-
break.
It was a break, yeah. But, as I was saying, there are no juniors or seniors on this team. The team is comprised of 75% freshman players and only 5 returning players since many graduated last year. So last year's players went on to Virginia Tech, Liberty, Radford, and the University of Florida. The first home games for this year are on September 29th against Marymount, followed by Virginia Military Institute on September 30th. So tryouts were just last week, and they are a little rusty right now, but by mid-season, they're predicted to be very solid. And so they have sent players to NCAA D1 and D3, ACHA D1, 2, and 3, and also professionally in the U.S. and in Europe, in various levels of professional hockey. So,
Meanwhile, on the other side, George Mason has 4 campuses stateside and 1 in Songdo, South Korea.
no kidding.
Yeah. It's in the Incheon Free Economic Zone in Songdo, South Korea. Pretty cool.
So on the academic side, Nova has also sent players to Yale, NYU, UVA, London School of Economics, and many other top-tier schools. And players have also played for George Mason, including current Mason player Owen O'Keefe. And at one point, for 4 years straight, one of the Mason captains was a former Nova player. Interesting trivia right there. And also, they have players in all 5 branches of the armed services, which is very fitting. And Mason leads the current series against Nova 7-4. But then again, it's been 5 years since these last 2 clubs played one another.
They just have 6 on the ice?
They did. Who's
Okay.
counting?
I just want to make sure that it's very hard when you're looking through the black netting that your eyes start hurting.
Yeah. Can't wait to get back over to the Olympic side next weekend for our game against, our set of games against the Atlanta Junior Knights, Potomac Patriots hockey. Some interesting information back on the other side with Coach Aga. He has a PhD and was on the Pensacola Ice Pilots ECHL staff. He's got a decade coaching in the ACHA, and he's level 5 certified, and also has 8 NCAA varsity letters. Some good stuff right there. Oh, almost lost my knee right there. Getting old. Oh. Yeah, back to the getting old comments there, John.
I'm just amazed that there's a game going on.
There is. It's 10-2. George Mason Patriots leading the Nova Nighthawks. And we got some stuff going on behind the play, and the number 4s are colliding.
They wanted a break.
Gauthies going against Harnois, and Harnois drawing Gauthies in for I beg your pardon, it's, Gauthies drawing Harnois into the penalty box.
They call a hold?
I'm guessing so.
Okay.
He hauled him down. The song was popular at karaoke night when I was on training last month. Every Thursday, somebody sang this version of the song.
Really? I don't even know who to buy.
It's Careless Whisper.
See there?
Yeah.
You got caught. I knew exactly who it was by.
Yeah, who?
What?
No, it's not by The Who.
Melvin who? Set down, length the ice, Stone back there to set it up at the red line. By red line as a goal line. Rolling over to the near side. Nighthawks with 2 on the board in this charity game. The Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. It's TAPS, taps.org. Pledge your donation today. Assisting more than 70,000 surviving families, casualty officers, and caregivers. Great stuff. A special thanks to Nova Nighthawks for putting on this event and inviting us as well. Of course, we're doing this game as a charity ourselves, not taking any money for this, and making sure that we get the word out about TAPS. And now, Lucas Russell with it now over to the far side, trying to work his way on his backhand. Going around the world with this, getting away from one back checker, but he still has it along the half board. He's got a power play here, and he's nice move through the legs, takes the shot and a save there. Oh, Benjamin just got a piece of that one. This one goes airborne, bounces up in front of the blue paint, and he's tapped away by Alex Grose. Went over to the slot area and recovered by Cunningham, but Cunningham has his pocket pick. Here's Alex Grose trying to hook up in front. He's got one waiting, but he's trying to stuff it home short side, but he'll elect to go to open ice on the far end. And he's tight along the blue line, going around the world. Getting everybody dizzy out there, but he turns over the puck, sent up to the blue line and out. Back to even strength with 4 minutes to play here in the third period. 10-2. Patriots over the Nighthawks right now. 43 shots to 19. Nova Tenders have seen quite a bit of shots tonight. Heavy on the front end. Jason Blier seeing plenty of shots. I think Nova's done a good job of containing things outside, but then again, we're on a run clock situation here in this third period, so probably heavily impacting the amount of shots that Stone's seeing this evening. Now across the line with it. And looking with a shot there. Benjamin making a save. It was David Schaefer taking a shot. Schaefer back with it. Gets crunched into the boards behind the goal line. He's taken out by Thomas Dennis from Richmond, Virginia. Speaking of Spiders, right? Cameron Helfeld, Modenton, Maryland, sending it in. And getting off the ice there on a change. Colin Henley from Fredericksburg, Virginia. Trying to stuff it towards the front. Nighthawks trying to get a hold of it, but bobbing around. Henley getting a turnaround shot and trying to stuff it home in front. It's loose up front. Owen O'Keefe from Manassas, Virginia. Trying to stuff it home along the short side. Battle for it there, and the Nighthawks slinging it around the glass, and it's over to the half boards and not out. Up at the far blue line, or near blue line, I beg your pardon. Andrew Nash from Lewisburg, Pennsylvania will keep it in. Over to the far corner, and now back up to the far blue line, kept in there by Jackson Harnois from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Trying to backhand it up to the blue line and out, but it's kept in there. Luke Collins. You okay? Coming down to 2 minutes left here in the third period. We got 4 goaltenders there saying for Nova. I think I see all of them sitting over below the championship banner. And this one will be ruled an icing, I guess, yeah.
We may not hit that 50-shot mark here.
We may not. Schrems is going to pull the under on the 50 shots.
Was this a dollar bet or? Well, somebody needs to satisfy a bet from last season.
We have plenty of time. Plenty of time for that.
Are we going to run out for some golden monkeys after this? Yeah? Yeah?
I actually have to go grocery shopping after this.
Are you serious?
Let me double check.
It's the best time to do it.
Serious.
Well, it's good seeing you again.
He has to wash his hair.
Out. Here comes 1 minute left here in this charity game. Thank you all for tuning in. A great cause. The Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, taps.org for more details. Had a great time here at the Prince William Ice Center. As always, we open up our broadcast season here on the feed. Thank you again for tuning in. Follow us on Twitter at Cross Ice Feed. And give us the thumbs up on Facebook as well.
Or the angry face, one of the two.
That's right, that option.
I think I did plenty of ha-has.
Did you? Nice check there.
That's usually what people say when they look at me.
Harnois. I beg your pardon. That's not Harnois. That's the other roster. It's Gauthies trying to take the shot through traffic. Goes off over the far corner. Lucas Russell trying to get a hold of it there. Gesundheit. 10 seconds left here in a second. Here's one last rush. Tyler Dagostino gets foiled, and he'll send it out of play, but that'll be time. And the conclusion of this game between the Nova Nighthawks and the George Mason University Patriots. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, and for those that attended tonight and donated your admission, thank you so much for your support here. And rumor has it, and Nova is looking to tap the Cross Ice feed for some broadcasts in the future, so stay tuned for any announcements on that front as well. So you may see us again out there, Nova fans. So I guess we'll close it out here as we got to tear things down. But thank you so much again, everybody. Taps.org, make your donation. It's been David Stearns for Brian Schrems, John Baranowski, and Philip Prevost. Good night. And as always, don't stop believing. 10-2 is your final score. GMU over Nova.